Hello, good morning. How's everything? Good morning. Can you guys hear me? Awesome. Hi, Luis. How was your day yesterday? How was your yesterday, Luis? Great. 5 out of 5. Wow. So, what is the risk unit? How many risk units? Hi, Andre. 50 risk units. Wow. No, no, I mean, how many risk units you earned yesterday? So, 50 is a 3. Okay, good. Very nice. 3 hours is a good day. Very good day. I personally think that three three risk day is a very good day. Yeah. So nice. Yeah. So let's look at the SPY. So SPY, is still close to the high, but it tried to make a new high and then reject it and came down. Now it didn't reject so aggressively. It just rejected slightly. And for the intraday, we see that it's coming down back up, right? So and it is 2 days almost getting a support from the 2 days high morning range, so it's very close to the 2 days morning range. So it is on the good area, but we need to see whether it, it can break the 394 level or stay in this level. So seems like a SPY is doing a good job here, holding up, but intraday is lowering down, but we never know what is going to happen later. So, what is the Fed today? Is Fed meeting today? For Nasdaq, I think Nasdaq is below the high, but it's also had a dodgy day yesterday, and now it is coming down. So, I mean, QQQ looks weak. Majority of the growth stocks came in. Yeah, it could be, Andre, that the chat might be a bit delay. It's just like a latency, maybe few seconds, 30 seconds or something like that. But not really. So just like I'm writing this message, hello, on almost 8:36. You tell me when you see this message, hello. So it's a normal latency delay. Guys, I really appreciate if you guys give me thumbs up. So essentially, the market intraday trend is lower, except the Dow Industrial Average, and it's also slightly green, but all crude oil, natural gases, S&P, Nasdaq, all are in the red. So now let's look at the stocks we have today. If I go back to my scanner and see, uh, so we have PDD. So PDD is gapping down. Uh, it came down all the way to $72, around 133. And then it pushed back up. Now it's rejected the 50 SMA, and now it's coming back down. So this is a great support at 136. Uh, we can clearly say here that this is maybe a resistance, which is the top, and we can mark this as well. Again, I can remove the other ones because we might not need that. Okay, so this is the way look at the PDD. PDD is really coming with the momentum. The momentum started at 7 a.m. and now it's close to VWAP. It found the support on the intraday as well. So intraday charts looks good, but you know, right? PDD moves multi points, has a good ATR. So be careful while you trade that. Next one we have a plug. Plug have also have a downward trend. I traded yesterday. I had a beautiful trade in the morning, so I traded here. Uh, Let me show you the 1 minute chart, the how I traded yesterday. So I shorted here for 43, 43, 44.20 with the risk of 52 cents over the VWAP, 44.20. We added into the position 40, and we basically took most of the out on the 43.50, something like that here. So we didn't wait for this to come. I think on the bouncing back, we closed most of our position here. So that was a good trade we had. Uh, Now, if we look at the today plug, so plug after market closes, it further gap down, and now it is further gapping down. Uh, but after 7 a.m., there is some buying pressure comes in, and it now trying to test the after hours uh, resistance or the support. So now we see how it's going to do that, but this is, looks very clear. The good volume, and also we have a good waves, so we can see that how what it does uh, in the morning, because clearly we can say that it's 15% down today, so it's a good potential for us to short. But we see that how market trend, you never know, given if you look at the daily, uh, you know, let me just bring it a little bit on top. There's so many lines that you can't see, but if you see the lines, it has a support at 32, and now it's making a, making a hammer right now and going back up. So clearly it has the uh, and this level it tested before as well, in the March 5th, and it bounced back. So you never know, you might get a double bottom and it's just bounced and make a green day. So be careful on the both side. Next one, I had a Futo. Futo is a downward trend, uh, so looks great. But just be careful, it move multi points. It can be aggressive in any direction. If we wanted to level, Futo next station could be the good support at the 130. So it has a good support at 130. Um, so it looks good here. Uh, we can clearly see that the intraday is very downward trend. Uh, but be careful because 130 is its previous support as well. We need to see what it does. Let this bounce back first, and because it has a tendency that uh, green days and then bounce back up, right? But it might be falling. The Nasdaq found resistance, couldn't break that like a Nasdaq, and it's coming down back up, back down now. So next one is the SKLZ. I never traded this one, but it looks good, I guess. So it was has a downward momentum. Uh, I mean, I like it. What I see here is a good volume as well, almost 300,000. Came down, pushed back up, then came down. So let's shortlist that as well. Today we have, it seems like a more stocks to trade. Uh, so SKLZ is also looks good. So next one I have Tesla is coming down. I don't like Tesla. PLTR. So PLTR, PLTR is really good. I mean, if you look at it, if you look at here, it's clearly coming down. And now, what the idea is that it's also coming with the momentum. So if I just lead back again, there is a tendency, there is a likelihood that it's going to continue this momentum this time. So 5 minutes, if you look at it, clearly downtrending. Couple of times tested the VWAP. So it's respecting 50 moving average and the VWAP. So that is a good sign. So we need to keep an eye that once the market open, what it does. But it looks good. So it's clear downtrending, still downtrending. Let's see, does it break now after 8:30? Does it break it or no? But we can clearly make the levels, and I think it's really, really good. So we have a Neo. I think Neo is a market stock because of the Tesla now. So I just be cognizant of trading that because sometime it's just gonna ditch you if the market bounce back. It bounce back so sharply and it screw your risk management. So be very careful. I'm making a level at 38. You can see here there are so many levels we have. If we go up to these levels, we can clearly look at it. So there's a good channel between $1.5. So just keep in mind when you trade Neo, the dollar up and down is easy. So what you have in the gapping down? Do you guys have any gapping down if you want to share, or you want me to move to the gap ups? Let's see, do we have any gap ups? Oh, there's nothing gap up. So there's nothing gap up. There's only gap downs today. So key sector is that, the EV section, which include Tesla, NIO, XPAF. Then we have uh, PDD, PLTR, and these are the same stocks, right? Which appears every day. So there is no new stocks which we would say, oh, this is a good one. Uh, this is a good one. We should look at it, or So Andre saying that KC. Let's look at the KC. Yeah, KC has a low volume, uh, but you know, daily looks good. Is breaking all the support as Andre said. So I think it could be good, interesting. Yeah, definitely we can keep an eye on this. Let's put some levels here. So I think this is see if you here. Let me put close here. So here, if you see, uh, it's a bull flag came down and then bull flag again. So this is a congested area a little bit. We can mark this as a support, uh, which is around this area, and then we also see this as a resistance that if this is retested today, which is around 47, if we retest it again, then it is good for us to take a profit. So do not short, you know, close to this channel. If you want to short close to 48. Let's look at the Lizzie. So Lizzie is with the momentum. It's a very good volume came in yesterday, and now I think it seems like that today is a inside day. It might possible that it just pull back up, make one more green, or it just consolidate here and do nothing, and it's just a resting day for Lizzie. So I don't know. It's hard for to trade on the green day, right? And it's only a one big candle now, so we don't know. It might be possible it just fake out and it comes down again, right? So I don't know how to trade that. It could be difficult to predict. And Tiger, we know Tiger was very weak yesterday, and I think it's looked like a more photo as well. It's coming down with the momentum. So we have a one level here at 1882. So just keep an eye out that level. We can easily reach to that. Uh, yeah. So we can, yeah, definitely Tiger looks good from the momentum perspective. If even if you see the intraday of the 5 minutes, you will clearly see that it's just gapping down, right? Uh, so it's a good. Okay, we'll see how does it go. But Tiger looks good too. Uh, INTC today, I think we lot of options we have, so lot to choose. Be particular about it, you know. So INTC reached to 65. Wow, I'm not following this stock for a while now. Okay, so it close to the resistance, but market is gapping down, so we might see pullback in INTC as well. Uh, because see, this is the green candle yesterday, and now it's all the way down. So if it breaks 64, I mean, it is a good chance that you can get it. You can get a momentum until 20 EMA, which is around 62. But if market turn back green, it might possible that it just go green because the volume is too small, so it might have only a SPY impact. Yeah, Andre. Yeah, I agree that what you're saying, but just be cognizant because of the market gap up again. It doesn't seems to me that there's some seller want to sell INTC because it's only 50,000 volume. It might have just an impact of the market. What else you have, guys? So we have long list today. Let me just short list again. We have we have PDD, Neo, SKLZ, PLTR, plug. Let's check the VISE. Last time we had a good trade on VISE. Let's check the VISE. Wow. On that day when we had the money after that, wow. Look at this. Why we didn't trade yesterday or day before yesterday? Wow. That's nice. Yeah, Louis, yeah, we might get a chance if it break 94. So we might get something if it's break 94. we- so just keep an eye. I think this is also a good one. Is a multi-point mover. So VISC 94. Right now, the volume is not too much, but just keep an eye to see if it breaks 94 because see that very big bar and equally equal volume day next, but couldn't break. Then almost equal volume yesterday with the kind of a doji, and now we'll see that it is trading below the 96 level, which is 95. So let it maybe, I don't know, my seem maybe my plan would be let it try one more time to break, maybe red to green, and then once it if it's a rejected, uh, you know, the 95 or the yesterday close, then maybe we can think of trading right now, because if you look at right now, it is very close to the yesterday low. Now, question is that whether it can go further below, or it just go down, and with the doji it just come back up. That's possible, right? And then if you look at it on after market hours, there is a big volume of 10 million shares. That is too much shares uh, with the green candle. So this may, I don't know how to read this, but it clearly shows that there are buyers still for this share stock, because look at the 10 million shares, and this is after the market hours. So it's a block transaction. So um, it might possible that this could be in for us an important benchmark, and if doesn't break this or go to close and reject that, which it did already in the pre-market, so went up and then clearly came down, right? So this is an important level. uh, we'll just keep an eye. I think just keep an eye, don't rush to trade the stock, because you see the big volume here, it just make me confused that why there's a big block of 10 million shares sold here. FC yield is a garbage. I mean, sometimes it doesn't give you a trend. It changes trend too many time. Uh, Yesterday, even if you look at it, I traded and I had a big loss on this. It just trending. It's just changed trend too many times. So went back up, came down, got down, then had a very sharp downward trend, then pull back up. So it is a very garbage stock. I mean, there's so many, there's no prediction here. I mean, it's just keep changing the direction, and it's doing the same thing today. Uh, Intraday low. Even yesterday, we saw the same thing. It just came down. Now, what he's going to do after the market open, I don't know, because it's just keep changing the direction. It's very hard to read, right? So just keep an eye if you want to trade this. SOS. So see SOS. Let me show you one thing. On the 2 day, they see sometimes it's good to. Uh, so look at this. So this one, look at this now. It's clearly making a bear flag here. Do you see here? It's clearly making a bear flag now. So now, but keep an eye. If it breaks this level under 670, you can. But it's is kind of a very small uh, value, 674, less than $10. I usually don't trade that, but just keep an eye if you really want to trade. For me, it seems to me that it's making a bear flag. Uh, but I don't trade the characteristics of these kind of stocks, so I don't know much. But clearly, it has a support on $5. Yesterday, it is a $2 range. So range-wise, it looks good. But then, if it's dodgy day, it is only $1 range. So for instance, if today so far it's already had $164 range, so that's nice. But do you expect more? Because it already had 164. So I don't believe in sizing up and taking a small sense, partials. Rather, you look for big movers and take a small shares. It's more predictable than taking a heavy size and the small shares. So, guys, please give me thumbs up. Yeah, if you have not given yet, I see more people online. Hello. And so I think that's what I have in my gapping up or gapping down list. What you guys have anything else? If not, then I just wanted to show you that how you can register uh, on the World Series. So, I got an approval. What you need to do is just to go to World Series daytrading.org website, and once you go to the website, you will see this registration page. You need to put your name in, your email address, your phone number, and apply. And once you apply, someone from WSTD team, World Series Day Trading Program team, will contact you, and uh, and then you can tell them that you are interested in joining at Zero's team, and then they will tag you along with that. So registrations are open. There are many good prices, and I will see, depending on the number of people have joined my team, maybe we can do either a Zoom session or maybe a live stream with them. So then you can leverage uh, my trading, or maybe trade with me if you want to. So NRG, Andre is saying NRG. Let's look at an NRG. Yeah, NRG, the volume is less than 100,000, but clearly is a big momentum bar came down with the low volume uh, from maybe some, it isn't some news driven because the volume doesn't have that much, uh, but definitely worth looking at it. We never know we're gonna get a good move in the market. Let's do some levels here. Yeah, it's just coming sharp down. Yeah. So, okay, and that space, checking saying space. So space had a supported 31, uh, doesn't have a good volume. I mean, it's a good volume under 250, but space can have a better volume in the pre-market. Um, we can definitely keep an eye. It's really downtrending below 20 moving averages, below all the moving averages. If the market crashes, it can easily crash this 30 level. So just keep an eye on the 30 level. We can find a good entry here. Uh, if we can find something. Uh, but now we need to see what market is going to do, because market is going to be an important role to play. Uh, Definitely, if market makes a new highs, then it's gonna shows that the people are interested in buying more, and it likely that everything start moving back up again. But this is also looks good. So we have so many options today. So just keep an eye. Don't take your time for trade anything. Don't rush because there are so many stocks to trade today. All right then, guys. If you do not have any questions, then we can close our pre-market session. And if you have any questions, we can have a couple of more minutes here now. All right then. Have a great green day. Yeah, and see you tomorrow, and then we'll discuss, tomorrow. Uh, Maybe I'm thinking maybe we can also spend few minutes discussing the yesterday trades. Uh, uh, Before we continue, the next day, so today. So, for instance, tomorrow we may discuss some of our few trades yesterday, and then we can move to the next level, next day planning. All right, we'll think about it. All right, thank you guys. See you tomorrow.